Welcome to Life Bites Mindful Mondays. I'm life, business, and energy coach Nina Bosky. And in today's grounding session, we're going to help you get centered, cleared, and connected. Let's get started. Today's message is about grit and grace. The question is, how can we embody grit and yet have grace going through life? As we take a nice big deep breath, and from the base of our spine down to the center of the earth, we're going to create a grounding cord. It's very strong and fortifying. It allows you to connect to Mother Earth. You're going to take the roots of that grounding cord and connect to yourself, to your essence, to who you are. And allow those roots to go deep into the earth. As this morning, we're going to do a little different meditation. We're going to open ourselves up to the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. And we're going to ask the divine, Mother Earth, Gaia, for help in developing and fortifying grit and grace in our lives. For it's in Mother Nature that we see the power of grit. We see the power of force. We see the power of action. And yet we see this beautiful grace in everything in nature. So let us begin. I'd like you to open up your imagination this morning. We're going to take ourselves on a journey. And as you're connected to Mother Earth, I'd like you to envision yourself by a body of water. And this water can be any kind of water you'd like. But you're imagining yourself peaceful, calm, quiet. And you're just breathing in and listening to the water. And you're letting go of any thoughts that may be holding you back and keeping you present. And as you look around you, there's one specific object that is close to you. What object would you like to go on this meditation with you as your anchor to help you develop grit and grace? What image comes to mind? And if an image comes to mind that you don't quite understand, just put it right by you so you know that object is by you. And now the body of water that your body is going to turn into a small stream. I'd like you to hear the stream, the water moving over the rocks. It's pretty quiet, pretty relaxing. How does that feel in your body? And you feel the grace of the water moving down the journey of life. And now I'd like you to envision this little stream of water moving into a river. And now you're moving down this beautiful river of life. It's flowing. You're feeling it. You're feeling the calm nature. You're letting go of any stresses. And you're feeling the grace of life moving you through easily and effortlessly. And now the river becomes wider and faster. It's taking a little bit more strength for you to move down the river as you watch the rocks and you make sure that you avoid any calamities. Your body's starting to tense a little bit. And you're realizing what you're developing is grit, the ability to manage through life's difficulties. Right there in the water, a fast-moving current, huge rapids moving you through along. Now you're going to become this waterfall. And the waterfall is just a dip into the river, but it's really giving you this exuberant joy of life. Wow, life is carrying you in ups and downs and a wild ride in this journey that we're all on. And you're feeling your life moving through you, through the water. And now this waterfall is going to become bigger and more powerful. And you're going to feel the force of this waterfall moving along. More powerful, more bold, with such energy that it's igniting your own energy field within you. And now envision the biggest waterfall and feel yourself moving down the current of this large waterfall that you're imagining. When the spray of the waterfall comes up, and that spray moves into a cloud. And you're moving into a cloud energy. And the cloud is made of air. And you're feeling the air around you. And you're feeling the difference of this cloud. And let's put yourself on this beautiful cloud floating in the air. And you're feeling the essence of being able to float on air. How does that feel in your body? Floating through life with grace, ease and grace. Now you want to move faster. Envision the wind coming through, blowing you faster and faster through the air. What desires, what dreams, what actions do you want to take right now to move your desires forward?
You're zipping along through the breeze of life, ease and grace, moving along, and then you hit another cloud. And this cloud becomes faster and faster as it turns into a tornado. Now you're moving through this beautiful field. Nothing is destroyed, but you feel the power. You feel the grit of being able to move through life with such tenacity and strength. And the tornado becomes a lightning bolt. And now you've got the strength of the lightning. Feel that in your body. How does nature's elements support you when you want to create something in a strike of lightning? Lightning speed, formulating in this beautiful open field. You're just feeling the power of the elements of nature. And the lightning hits a big bundle of hay, and it sparks the fire in your belly that says, yes, I can. And the element of fire is released within you. A fire to create. The fire in your belly. The fire to destroy. A fire's blaze has the ability to be harnessed, though. And you're going to move into a campground, and you're going to light a candle. And you're going to feel the focus of that candle and the light in that candle and the fierceness of the fire now moves into a flame, moves into a thought, moves into your desires, moves into your focus. Where in your life do you need to create more grit? What area of your life do you need to build upon? Create that power, that action, that tenacity, that strength to overcome, to create with passion, to create with focus. Breathing in your power, releasing anything that is not of your own light and your own essence, any doubt, any fears, any insecurities. Release, release, release. Take a deep breath, and as you look into the candle, is there an area in your life that you need to create more grace, more compassion, more ease, more lightness. Is there an area in your life, either today or this week, in which you need to bring in more grit and/or grace? Do you need more discipline? Do you need more focus? That's the area of grit. Do you need more love, self-love, forgiveness, compassion, tenderness, and laughter? Those are the areas of grace. The heavy and the light, the love and the fear, the action and the surrender, grit and grace. Now look into that light one more time and set an intention for yourself today. Allow that intention to be aligned with where you need to develop and strengthen. And if there's an area that is feeling more aligned with where you need to be this week, just make a mental note. So that you can bring in the power of grit and/or grace to help you on your journey this week. Ask and you shall receive. Say thank you to this time with Mother Nature. As you move back into your body, move back into that body of water that you were originally at, and feel Mother Earth underneath you that allow you to feel grounded today and this week. For Mother Earth is here to help ground as the sky above allows you to soar. All around you, there are signs of grit and grace. And as you look around to this original body of water and the object that was next to you, what comes to mind with this object that's next to you? Does it change forms? Is it still there? Does it feel different? How do you feel? Now come back into the center of your head and envision this beautiful golden light coming down through the heavens, coming down through that crown chakra, down through your sixth, igniting your intuition, your sense of knowingness, coming down through your fifth, igniting your true, authentic self. Say to yourself, I am authentic. I am expressing my true self. As it moves back down into your heart space, feel the love within you. Love in your heart, opening up that heart chakra. As it moves down into your third, manifesting the ability to create the action in the universe. As it moves into your second, igniting that fire in your belly that allows you to create, to relate, and to enjoy the beautiful pleasures of life. As this golden light, feel it move into the base of your spine, your first chakra, love of self. Feel that golden light, just warm golden light in the base of your spine, the foundation of you, as it moves down through your legs, creating that strength and flexibility, down through your calves and into your feet. Wiggle your toes. Say hello to your fun fairies as it moves back down into Mother Earth. Say to yourself, I am grounded. I am centered. I am filled with grit and grace, the ability to pivot and be flexible in life. I am using the elements of nature, earth, water, air, fire, to help me. The natural forces of the divine are all around me, keeping me clear, keeping me focused, keeping me filled with grit and grace. Take a nice big deep breath. Release and open your eyes.
Now that you are grounded, cleared, and connected, let's move on to this week's message and life theme.
So as we talk about grit and grace, the ease of grace with the development of strength and the ability to overcome and be tenacious, that real grit in life. You'll hear people say, does that person have grit? And when you think about your own life, do you think about your life in the sense of, I have grit. I know how to overcome. And as I look around in this Zoom this morning, I'm seeing everybody on this call has grit. You've developed it. And when you first need to develop that quality, it can sometimes really rock your world. But I don't know about you, but I have this feeling now that comes up when I have to go through, or I am going through, a challenging time. As I say, well, have you gotten through it before? Yes, I have. What needs to develop in my life in order to move this forward? So I want you to think about this as you're thinking about your life this week. Where do you need more grit? For some, it could be more obvious. It could be in your health, really just developing, getting up and really moving your body in the morning. You need to develop that tenacity to be able to say, I'm going to override my thought system in order to do something good for myself. Grit could be, I'm in a challenging situation at work with somebody that is a difficult personality, and I have to develop the grit in order to be able to handle the situation. Grit may be something you need to develop in order to have more grace. And what I mean by that is that it's a muscle to overcome an emotion, particularly if you feel like you are right with somebody that you may either be in relationship with, whether it is a partner, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a coworker. Allowing that grace. Where do you need to develop that grace in your own life? I'd like you, if you can, to think about yourself. Am I putting out to the universe, let alone myself, perfection pictures? It's got to look this way. Well, I'd feel better about myself if this was happening. Now, can you give yourself the grace that you give other people? But maybe you're hard on yourself. So, do you need to give yourself that grace? There's something you want to be doing, you know you should be doing, but you haven't been doing. The grit is, let's get going and let's put it into action. And the grace is, let's not beat yourself up in the process. Now, grace is something that we can also give other people. And that sometimes is more challenging. Sometimes not. Sometimes ourselves are more challenging, giving ourselves that grace and that leeway. But is there somebody in your life that you may be in judgment of, more critical of, not letting them off the hook because? And what I'm saying about grace and giving somebody grace isn't so much about what you do in your relationship. It's how you feel about what you do in your relationship. So I'll give you an example. There's somebody that's very near and dear to me who I haven't been in talk with for almost 2 years. And I wrote him a letter, and I was very loving, but also at this very, very poignant of why I wasn't talking to him. But what I was going to hold for him in living out his own potential. So even though my words, I'm sure, are going to ping him on some level because he is not living into his potential, I also was very loving in that. So there was grace in the grit. So the question for you is, can you have grace in your grit? And can you have grit in your grace? A lot of times they go hand in hand, just like the emotions we all feel. So this week, I'd like you to work on this muscle. It's a balancing act. If you have too much grit and not a lot of grace, you'll get out of balance. If you have too much grace and not enough grit, it'll be too wishy-washy. So I want you to look at those two spectrums of life and let them dance together this week. Grit and grace. Where do you need to develop this in the area or areas of your life this week?
I hope you've enjoyed this week's Mindful Mondays. Be sure to join us this Friday for another episode of Life Bites as we get you inspired in the areas of life, business, and media. I'm your host, life, business, and energy coach, Nina Bosky. And remember, until next time, sometimes in order to speed up, you've got to learn how to slow down.